sometimes you research films and that's more important than when other films, you know. Like, this wasn't really a film to like sort of deeply research for me, you know. I felt like it was about a guy who, in circumstances that I understood, you know, because really it's about sort of guys being hired by the Russian mafia to do jobs for, like, you know, and coordinating with corrupt police officers. I mean, that's a complicated area, you know, to research very accurately. So, you know, it was really about sort of storytelling and galvanizing like those kind of really cool principles of like of great cast and great story and great filmmaker. And to the right. Yeah, I mean, I really welcome any sort of any steps that anybody's taking to try and introduce more diversity. I mean, there's no reason not to do that. I don't understand like the other argument. Like, I've actually never heard the other argument. It's like, I don't think there should be any diversity actually. You know what I mean? Like, why not? You know. So yeah, it's important and creative and part of the process of our society. And so I'm very happy about it.
It's out of my hands, but it seems to, so far it's been... It's a classic genre that we've seen a million times, but the challenge for me was how do we make that fresh again and how do we make it feel real, because I feel like a lot of crime action films are very cartoon-like and not very, you know, I was very inspired by The French Connection and Sidney Lumet's films that had real moral dilemmas, and so I think it was making something that had something to say about the current criminal landscape out there. I love my research. So I was in touch with the FBI in Atlanta, and I used a lot of the gang unit in the film are real gang unit people. We had on-set advisors, we had ex-Latino gang members playing in the film to give it a reality.
I suppose we don't have that many great female villains. Yeah, no, I suppose you're right. Yes, they often do tend to be men. Yeah, you're right about that. Well, I was delighted to play this part. I mean, she's really quite bad. She is properly evil, and it was great fun playing this kind of a part. I've really never done anything like this at all. I mean, really nothing like this, you know. It feels very real. It's extremely contemporary. It's set now, and it's very much about the corruption, really, between the police force and the Russian mafia. Playing a Russian Israeli, I did have to do a dialect, so I really didn't think that I could do it. I mean, I was very nervous about that. And actually, Gal Gadot, who plays my sister in the film, she is Israeli, and so I was very lucky to have her because we sort of worked it out together. But yes, lots of dialect coaching, and yeah, just it was quite tricky.
I just love super dark, intense, gritty dramas, and this is just that. I think it's probably the darkest thing I've ever worked on. Beautiful man, you. Oh, how are you?
Welcome.
Oh man, I just got in. No, this is our fearless leader here. And there was actually a great bond with all of us. It was such a unique, intense, hardcore family. You know, I knew two of the guys from when I first moved to LA, Clifton Collins and Norman Reedus. Been friends with them for about 17 years, so it was nice to, you know, share the screen with them finally.
100% John Hillcoat. I've seen a few of his movies now, and I've always wanted to work with him. I feel like he's a effortless leader, and he put us in a position to really enjoy ourselves and do our best work. And I think you see that with Chiwetel. I think you see that with Kate and myself. I think the work really speaks for itself, and that's because of John.
All right. Now we go to the middle.
Well, there's a beauty of the South that you have to appreciate. There's a quality and a ease that comes along with being in the South that kind of seeps into your work. So I think that's why you see such great performances in this movie, because everybody was able to relax and enjoy themselves.